A matter of right. What was that row about in the public library? I could hear it from our balcony. If I am not mistaken, your sweet voice, temporarily turned hoarse, also contributed to it, observed Grandpa Chaudhary. Rajesh was a bit embarrassed. I am sorry, but it all began with the librarian's arrogance. He resented the way Ratan dressed, said Rajesh. Who is Ratan? What was wrong with his dress? Ratan is senior to me by 3 years. He should be in the college the next year. He came to the library in an underwear and banyan. The librarian asked him to leave and come back wearing a dhoti or trousers or shorts and a shirt. Ratan retorted, saying that he would read books with his eyes and not with his clothes. The librarian got annoyed and then a quarrel broke out. Which was the lucky party to receive your support? Ratan, naturally. There is no law forbidding one to visit the public library in an underwear. To dress as one likes is one's fundamental right. Rajesh replied enthusiastically. Hmm. Rajesh was not satisfied with Mr. Chaudhary's utterly brief response. Of course, I was right, Grandpa, wasn't I? Before I answer your question, will you please answer two of my questions? Tell me, will it be an ideal society where people will do a thing only when compelled by law? No. Secondly, do you know that there is a law against a grown up person going without clothes? Yes. Well, don't you think that if a total absence of clothes was indecent, clothing insufficiently or whimsically can be near indecent? You cannot expect law to set down all the do's and don'ts of life. But by dressing in the way one likes, one does not harm others. One does. Not physically, but one harms others' sentiments. It is a show of disrespect to the library as an institution as well as to those who are present there to visit it in an underwear. This means you take a very casual view of the place and the people, if not a contemptuous one. Nobody will mind your dressing poorly or simply, but nobody will excuse your dressing impudently. Is it good to be much conscious of dress? It is not. Those who make their dress a principal part of themselves will, in general, become of no more value than their dress. You cannot say that your friend was not conscious of dress. Had that been so, he would have gone back home when pointed out by his lapse and returned properly dressed. Behind dressing gaudily and behind going about in an underwear, the motive is the same, to show off. Rajesh smiled. Mr. Chaudhary also smiled. He knew that Rajesh had understood the point. Thank you very much. Now, some of the words and their meaning. What was that row about in the public library? Row means a noisy argument or fight. If I am not mistaken, your sweet voice, temporarily turned hoarse, also contributed to it. Hoarse means a rough voice. I am sorry, but it all began with the librarian's arrogance. Arrogance means having an exaggerated sense of one's own importance. There is no law forbidding one to visit the library in an underwear. Forbid means to refuse to allow something officially. Tell me, will it be an ideal society where people will do a thing only when compelled by law? Well, don't you think that if a total absence of clothes was indecent, clothing insufficiently or whimsically can be near indecent? Whimsical means unusual and strange in a way that might be funny or annoying.